Welcome to my video, man. It's a good day today, man. I want to talk to you about the sad truth about anxiety, okay? So, delve deep into this topic with me. It's gonna be long. I ain't gonna lie to you. So if you don't like long videos, you might as well not even keep watching. But I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna speak from experience. I'm gonna go deeper, and we're gonna just see how the video goes, and just come to this journey with me. And I didn't plan this video. I'm speaking from my experience, okay? And so I'm finna move from this rock and go back to the other rock, because for me to press play, I had to come to this rock, okay? And I'm by the river, man. This is one of my favorite places to be. And I don't know if you can still see me good, but I don't know, it's fucked up, but like, this is kind of like my favorite place to be. And because it calms down my anxiety, and actually this is a very perfect place for me to shoot this video, because this place, sometimes when I come here and I'm anxious, I have anxiety, I be feeling, I come down, the water, like looking at the water, calm me down a little bit, just the quietness of here, quiet, like calm me down a little bit. I know you see in my other videos, and it's loud, I stay by the highway and it's loud, and over there, I'm not saying that, I'm not saying that, like, it's just, just loudness gonna make my anxiety be bad, whatever. Sometimes it do though, but I'm just saying, when it's quiet like this, it calms my anxiety down, and yeah, since we're talking about anxiety, let me just get into it, like the sad truth about anxiety, and what you need to do about it, First of all, one thing you need to understand is everybody gets anxious, man. Like everybody gets anxious. Everybody, experience depression and anxiety, and even though we're not talking about depression so much in this, and we're talking about anxiety, in this one, because anxiety, it's really not always like a bad thing, so it's like, sometimes it's also like an indication. It's telling you something is wrong, it's telling you need to do something different, you need to do something better, or you need to you need to think about something, sometimes, so like it's like we have like our human brain, like we evolved from like I think amphibian brain, whatever, and we have this thing where it's like it make us nervous, and it make us like whenever we feel danger around us, or whenever we feel food and we feel nervous to go catch the food, or sometimes we feel nervous to just for danger too, so it's like we call it, some people also call it adrenaline, and I feel like anxiety is kind of tied into that, because it's like you can sweat, right? When you feel anxious, man, you can sweat, and not just that you can sweat, you can sweat, you could shake, man, it's like it's so many people have panic attack when they're anxious sometimes, like literally it can take over your whole body, so it's like yeah, it sends shit through your body, so it's adrenaline. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a psychologist, or like I'm not like a mental health specialist. If you need mental health help, go. If you really need like a very specialist, whatever, go over there. But I'm just keeping it real with you, having real talk with you, because I'm the voice of the fucking streets, man. I'm the voice of the voiceless. I'm the voice of the people that don't have no voice, to be honest with you, so and by speaking my truth, I'm also speaking somebody else's truth, and they might be feeling this, so first of all, this is my city, man. Like what y'all think about it, man? What y'all think about my city? Cool, ain't it? That's a boat right there. Hey, y'all, say hey to my video, people. I'm making a video, man. Say hey to my video. Man, they ignore me, man. They ignore me, but but it's cool, I really don't care, okay, since we're talking about anxiety, like shit like that can make you, anxious. Ah, man, they ignore me, man. What the fuck, man? Like, like damn, what kind of shit is that? You can feel bad and shit. Like nah, I ain't finna feel bad, nigga. No, we don't feel bad about nothing. Okay, sometimes, I'm not saying that you shouldn't cry when somebody die, or you shouldn't this and that. No, bro, I'm just saying like we shouldn't just be out here like letting everything make us feel down and feel bad and shit. Come on, man. No, that shit don't make no sense. So. Man, let me go back to that other rock though. I'm gonna try to increase my volume more so you can hear me, okay? And it's windy, man. It's windy, and so I can't even dance, man. But sometimes I'll be trying. You can see my little dance shit on my TikTok and on my YouTube. But man, let's talk about this, man. Let's talk about first of all, we all experience anxiety. We all experience anxiety, all of us, And because all of us experience anxiety, a lot of us don't like to admit it, Like, I never like to admit it, I never like to admit that I was maybe a little bit nervous before a game, or whatever, I never like to admit it that, I've been nervous, maybe before a fight, before one time, or whatever, I'm just saying, like, sometimes we get nervous, we get anxious, and it can be helpful. But this is why I want to make this video. It's like the problem become like chronic anxiety. When you just anxious all the time. That's where the problem become. That's where that's where it's like, man, like you don't even enjoy life anymore. That's the problem. Like just getting a little bit of anxiety about something, that's not a problem. But when you get so much anxiety to where you're paralyzed that you can't even enjoy life no more, people even have panic attacks on anxiety for real. So like when you get to that point, don't hesitate to seek for help. You can look for your friend to help you. Talk to your friend about whatever is going on with you. You can look for a therapist, a doctor, somebody they can help you, or you can just write it down, journal it. Try to let it out somewhere. Like speak it by yourself to let it out. And or you can try to fix whatever you're being anxious about. Let's say you anxious about your weight, whatever, all the time, whatever. You can always try to go work out and try to get your weight, your weight down, whatever, and you can always, lose weight, And if you're anxious about your money, whatever, you can always try to grind harder, and get your money, and get your money and see if that anxiety will run away. The financial anxiety will run away, because anxiety comes in so many different ways, man. And that's why this is like a vast topic. That's why I don't mind spending like a whole hour on this, man. And I hope you vibing with the view, man, with the river, man, behind me, man. I love the water, man. I'm like Aquaman, So, yeah, man. So, I'm chilling, man. It feel good. The wind, the breeze, man. It feel good. And so that's one sad truth, that everybody has anxiety, and it's just different level to it, And I don't want you to ever feel alone, Don't feel like, oh, I'm the only one who feel anxiety, I'm the only one who feel anxious, No, like a lot of people do, man. They mask, Even when you feel that too, you be masking too. So like a lot of people, what they do is mask, and they don't show you the anxiety. They never want to show you, But sometimes you can even see though. You can see it can be written all on them. A lot of time a lot of people can see a lot of time, when we are anxious and stuff like that, people that know us, So at the same time, so don't feel bad. Don't feel like I'm alone in this, I'm the only one who feel anxiety. No, you're not. Everybody does, everybody go through that, So that's one sad truth about it, but it's really not sad because it's the truth, but it's sad because everybody has it, but it's sad because it's truth because it's truth because it's sad, everybody got it, so but another thing is chronic anxiety. It's like a lot of time it could stem from trauma, like trauma is like, trauma is one of the main causes of anxiety, of like chronic anxiety. So let's say you went over here, they did you wrong, whatever. It's like your body or whatever. It's like it don't. Whenever you go over there, it feels some type of way. It feels some type of anxiety. And that's why a lot of time people feel anxiety when they try to interact with people because they've been hurt in the past. And that way, it make them anxious. They feel like they're gonna get hurt again. It's like, man, do I risk it all again? It's like, so it's like, like. That's one thing. It's like trauma. Trauma is like one of the main causes of anxiety, and yeah, so that, and it's like trauma from my parents. Trauma comes from different ways, I'm not finna make this video about trauma, but like trauma comes from different ways, trauma from my parents, trauma from our friends, trauma from our schools, just trauma, like from different places, and from our government and all, but because of that, because of the trauma, our body gets in anxious modes, and then whenever we encounter the similar situation, we wanna, instead of like face them, we wanna run, and not just that, yeah, and also anxiety also sometimes is hereditary. Sometimes we have anxiety because our parents had anxiety, but like, and that's the reason why we all have anxiety, because, but like at the same time, it's just different levels to it, and I feel like, I'm making this video so I can show you this, so maybe you can try to regulate your level, because a lot of time people be thinking that they can't change their situation, but like they really can, All you gotta do is try to make sure you all you gotta do is try to make sure you look at your situation, you study it, you see where you move wrong, and you try to do it right, or even if you can't change your situation, you can always help your situation a little bit better, So yeah, so trauma, from our parents, from everything, and anxiety, everybody has it, and another thing about anxiety is it's like, it's sad. Sometimes it can make up shit. That's the thing about anxiety too. Sometimes it's like, especially like the anxiety about the future. Like, man, you can make up scenario that's not even right. In your head. You can make up scenario that's not even never gonna come true. All that because you anxious about the future. Like you thinking like, is all hell is gonna come loose in the future. Come on, man. Sometimes that's just bullshit. That's just you like messing up yourself. Like that's just you taking yourself on a roller coaster of emotions that you're not gonna be able to like escape. So hold on, man. Hold on. Let me go over here, man. So. Yeah, don't do that. Don't take yourself to that type of roller coaster of emotions. And I don't even know if you hear me over here, but yeah. So another thing about anxiety is like anxiety of like not being good enough. You know, like one thing you gotta understand is, first of all, you're good enough. You know, and you might not be good enough in this area, but you probably good enough in that area. You know, you might not be good enough, you know, in doing one thing, but you might be good enough in doing other things. So as long as you have like, you know, like an appreciation for yourself in your head, you know, a lot of time anxiety too is, you know, it attack us a lot because we don't have any gratitude towards ourselves, and we don't appreciate ourselves or anything, you know. So it's like you might be good in other areas, and you know, so you know, like, and you know, like, you don't need to look at yourself as something, you know, something that's not enough or whatever, you know, because you're not good in all areas of life. No, you know, it's different people sometimes are different in different areas of life. Like I had a discussion with my girlfriend, and I was telling her, like, you know, she's really my wife, but you know, she's my girlfriend, my wife, my baby, everything, you know. So I had a discussion with her. I was just like, you know, man, like, if, you know, like, I had a discussion with her, and I was telling her, like, if my son, you know, it's like, you know, hold on, I forgot what I was finna tell y'all, man. So I had a discussion with her. Yeah, I had a discussion with her, and I told her how about if my son wants to go learn soccer from somebody, I could tell him, okay, go. That's a coach that can teach you soccer, because different people have different ways, different things they can teach people, you know. So if like, man, if like Coach Jomo is a coach, and he was my coach too. So if like my son, I tell my son, man, you want to go play for Coach Jomo, he'll go play for Coach Jomo, you know, and he'll go teach him whatever a lot, because you know that's what he do, you know. And guess what though, like, you have to understand that you have to you yourself have your own specialty. You yourself have something that other people want, and is valuable, and guess what, and is like, and is important, and you can teach to the humanity and to community, you know. And yeah, so don't ever feel like, man, you know, you're not enough, you know, and you go around anxious, you go around worried, you know. Like, that's really why people switch their body too, you know. Like they get you know, fake breast plan, fake booty, you know, change their nose, this and that, you know, because they want to go out in public and appear, you know, some type of way, so they won't feel anxious or whatever, you know. And you know, it gets deeper, man. This shit gets deeper and deeper, man. So if you like to dive deep into shit, man, you gonna really love this video, man. You really will, you know. And I wish y'all know, y'all look at this. It's a sign above me, man. It's like a roller coaster, but it's not. It's like a half of it. But like, when I'm done with this video, I'm gonna take a picture, and I might put the picture in the video just to show y'all, you know. So yeah. So you know, man. So anxiety, with you know. So you good enough. Once you start knowing you're good enough, you know, like, you know, you okay, you know. And you might not have money, but you know, you might be hella talented. That them niggas ain't talented as you. You know, they gonna need you, you know, whatever and this and that, you know. You know, I don't know, maybe not just money, you know, like you might not, you know, whatever, bro, whatever you having anxiety about, you know, you haven't bought your $1 million home, you having this and that, you know, like, it's really just, it shouldn't send you to panic mode, man, to where you go and have a panic attack, you know. It's okay to think, man, I gotta grind, I gotta do this, but it's not okay for you to, like, literally beat yourself up and you know, and some people even kill themselves, man, you know. They can't take too much anxiety, they blow their head off, you know, they kill themselves, you know. I have friends who kill themselves, you know, like, literally, you know. I've had one who killed himself, you know. I've had some other acquaintances who killed themselves, but like, I've had like one friend that was close to me that killed himself, you know, over just life anxiety, you know, just life got too hard for him, you know, like shit, this nigga just, popped his own head, you know, like for real. So like, man, you know, so don't even think that because you don't have this and that, you're not good enough. You are, man, you know, like, you know, and just know that you are, you are valuable, you are appreciated and all that, you know. So don't walk around here anxious thinking you're not good enough. That's one thing also that causes anxiety, you know. And you might not even be walking, you might be at home and feeling like that and feeling anxious, you know. So another thing I want to talk about on this, man, it's like, a lot of time we're anxious because we worry so much about what people think about us, you know. That's why a lot of time we're anxious, you know, in groups, you know, even alone, whatever, you know, it's like, oh, whatever you're doing, it's like you anxious because you worry so much what people think about you, you know. But like, if you would just be yourself, you know, and not worry so much what people think about you, then you wouldn't be so much anxious, you know, to be honest with you, you know. And yeah, so because of that, you know, because we, you know, a lot of time we like to be what people want us to be, you know. Like in my other video, reprogramming your mind, I talk about this, you know. Like a lot of time we are influenced by everything around us and everybody around us. So like, and it's not just that, it gets to a point where it stresses us and give us anxiety. That's why I'm getting into this video right here. So it's like you sit there and feel like, man, I'm not enough to these people because I don't have $1 million yet. Think about it. You know, you're not enough to those people because you don't have enough $1 million yet. You probably enough to yourself already, you know. But you're really anxious because of what those people think about. You know, that's why you're anxious. You're not anxious because I'm anxious because I don't have $1 million. No, you're anxious because I'm anxious because I don't have $1 million, and they know I don't have $1 million. They know I don't have $1 million. It's like a lot of times it's like the focus is more on the outside. It's like, as long as you're always focusing on the outside, it's gonna be very, very hard to ever be just truly happy, you know. And I'm telling you, you know, it's like, you know, you can be happy, but like, you of course you can focus on outside, take a shower every day, make sure you clean your teeth, you know, make sure you make sure you fix your hair and this and that, make sure you take care of your body, exercise, stuff and that. Yeah, that's the outside you gotta worry about, you know. And at the same time, you also gotta worry about, you know, make sure you get some money, a roof over the top of your head, you know, make sure you get money to buy you clothes or food to eat and stuff like that. Yeah, you gotta worry about that, you know. But you should never worry about like what somebody think about you, you know. That's, come on, man. Nah, you should never worry about that, you know, cause know what you think about you. That's the most important thing. That's why I start talking about morality and I start following morality, because I start realizing that what I think about me is what's important, and I start realizing that walking around with guilt won't never help in nothing, you know. And if I just do people right, then I don't have to walk around with guilt every day of my life, you know. So guess what? Yeah, so, you know, you gotta pick and choose, you know, what do you want, what would you rather deal with, you know. Yeah, so it's like at the same time, it's like, yeah, so stop worrying about what people think about you, man. I promise you, it's going to decrease your anxiety by a whole lot, you know. If you do that, man, it's going to decrease it by maybe like 70%, you know, literally, you know. And it might even make your game better, man. I'm telling you, you know. I just be telling y'all the real shit, you know, real truth, you know. And so what they talking about? So the people talking about you, all that shit, it ties into what I just said. Don't worry about that shit, you know. Motherfuckers gonna say whatever. People will say whatever. As long as they got their mouth, they gonna speak, you know. So Another thing is, you know, you yourself, you give yourself anxiety because of you know, like, why you judge yourself that much? You know, like, why do you compare yourself that much? You know, why? Why do you, you know, feel like you have to be liked by these people? Why do you feel like you have to be accepted by these people and fit in? Why? You know, like, think about that. Ask yourself that, you know. When you start asking yourself that, you realize that, man, one thing is, these people, they can accept me today and they can wake up tomorrow not accepting me. And you guys, even the people that's watching this right now. So, if that's the truth, why not just accept you? Why not just accept you, man? Like, for real, why not just accept you? You know, like, make sure that you approve of you, you know. You over here trying to show people your shit, trying to do this and that, just trying to get their approval, trying to think that their approval will make you some type of way to feel some type of happy. No, put in work in your shit, you know, like, go hard, you know, but at the same time, approve of your own shit. Don't seek so much of the outside approval, you know. I'm telling you, you know, that's gonna make you walk around anxious all day, bro, you know. And another thing that make people anxious, drugs, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. You take some fucked up ass drugs, you gonna be anxious. Take some meth, you finna be anxious. Like, for real, you finna be anxious like motherfucker. Take some motherfucking crack cocaine, you ain't never see people at the store. Just, bro, come on, man. Yes, you know, some drugs can make you anxious. If you watching this and you on some type of drugs, yeah, some drugs can make you anxious, you know. So sometimes you can take psychedelics and those can make you anxious, you know. Like, sometimes, you know, sometimes also your own mind can make you anxious, you know. Like, another thing that make us anxious is thinking too much, you know. Like, why are you thinking too much? You know, like, try not to, you know. It's so hard not to think too much, bruh. This is one of the things that I'm gonna tell you, but I can't really knock you, but at the same time, I'm gonna tell you. So if you can't stop it, go ahead and stop it, you know. So try not to think too much, you know. Don't spend all day in your head, man. You know, talk to somebody, say hello, you know. Maybe not, just watch a video, you know. Look at somebody else's shit. See, you know, get out of your mind for a minute. Get in somebody else's mind for a minute, you know. And not just that, go exercise, you know, do different shit, you know, go get a second job at least or something, you know. Like, it's better than you sitting there and being anxious all day, you know. It's better, you know, I'm telling you, you know, because being anxious is not something you want to feel all day, you know. That's why people even get a heart attack, panic attacks, stuff like that, because feeling anxious, no, you know. So go do some other shit. Don't think too much. Don't stay too much in your mind, you know. Like, I'm telling you, like, that from experience, you know. So I'm not telling you that from, you know, a book I read. That's something that helped me, for real, bro, you know. And even before I started making these YouTube videos, like, every day, and start making them, you know, like, start dedicating, you know, some time into them, you know, I was still doing other shit just to get out of my head, you know. So yeah, make sure you try to stop thinking too much, man. That will fuck you up, man, you know. It will, big time, you know. And I was not gonna say this, but also, man, you know, watch the company you keep, man. That too can make you anxious, you know. For real, bro. Like, if you around motherfuckers, you done win and rob motherfuckers already, and you there with them, and you know anytime the police can come and get y'all, anytime you know, like, the people from where they rob, they can come and retaliate and try to come and shoot y'all and shit, man. Why are you even there? Why are you sitting there in that environment being anxious? Why? You know, move around, man. Go to your house. You know, go do other shit. You know, don't sit there and be anxious all day, man. And that's not even cool for you, you know. And then you wonder why you have anxiety, you know. No, stop there, you know. And for real, man. Yeah, so yeah, man, find something you can do, man. Find something you can do. You know, go do it. Don't stay in your mind too long. You know, yeah. Watch also the company you keep. You know, what's around you. That also can make you, you know, anxious and, you know, stuff like that. Cause yeah, you know, what's around you can make you anxious. And if you locked up whatever in jail, whatever, you know, and you feeling anxious, all you gotta do, man, is like do some push-ups, man. You know, do some push-ups. Make sure you do some push-ups, you know, do sit-ups, do different exercise, get you a book, read, man, read like 200 pages, man, that day, you know, go. You just keep reading, dive deep into the story, and you might get out of your mind, you know, so stop that, you know, it's not gonna help y'all, man, you know. And another thing that, another sad truth that causes us to be anxious is life not being the way we want, man. You know, I keep it real, you know, like when you don't have the shit that you imagine you want, you worry, man. You worry, not just that. You worry first, you feel like you will never get it. Another thing, you worry that you feel like, man, you know, you worry, you feel like, you know, maybe something wrong with you, right? That's why you don't have it, you know. It just, you know, it make you just feel sometimes, it make you just feel low. It make you feel bad, you know. So, yeah, it's, you know, it's okay not to be where you envision, you know, yet. You know, it's okay to be on the road, on the process, you know. It's okay not to have what you planned yet, you know. You know, some things don't always come the same time, you know. You know, sometimes it takes time for things to come into your life, you know. So think about it, man, for real. So, you know, you gotta keep that in mind, you know, like, don't feel like, you know, because life ain't the way you plan and you imagine, you gotta, you know, feel anxious, you know. Like, if you don't have a car, you don't gotta kill yourself, man. If you don't have a home, you don't gotta kill yourself. If you don't have, you know, a girlfriend, you don't gotta kill yourself. If you don't have a wife, you don't gotta kill yourself. If you don't have a house, you don't gotta kill yourself. You don't gotta be anxious, you know, and drive yourself to kill yourself, you know. If you don't have a child or a son, whatever, or a daughter, you don't have to kill yourself. You don't have to drive yourself over there, try to kill yourself, because all that can also drive us crazy, thinking crazy, you know. And, you know, you don't have to, man. You know, you can just, you know, you can just, you know, yeah, man, you can just accept where you at and hope for the best. You know, that's how I feel, you know. Accept where you at, hope for the best. Work hard, of course, you know. So don't ever stop there, you know. But don't ever feel like because I'm not where I want to be, I should feel bad, I should feel anxious, I should be worried, I should this and that. I should go drink a whole bottle of Parmesan just so I can, you know, forget my pain. Come on, man. Come on, man. Man, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man, for real. Like, I'm telling y'all this, bro, because I've been there, man. You know, I've done went through the shit, man, you know, like, I done went through it, man, you know, like with anxiety, I done had my share of it, you know. But the thing is, I'm victorious, man, you know. Do I look anxious to you? No, I really don't care, for real. I'm out here just doing what I love, man, you know. And I hope there's a child one day that grow up and thank me for helping them with some, you know, that whatever I help them with, you know. Yeah, so I just, you know, I love making music too, but I also love doing this too, you know, because it lets me, like, you know, talk to people. You know, people comment on my videos and they tell me how they think, what they think about the video, and I really fucks with that, you know. And if you do that too, you know, it make me know, it let me know what I need to do more, what I need to focus on next videos and stuff like that, you know. So, and not for me talking about my videos, but for real, let's go back to the anxiety, man, you know. So what can you do about all the anxiety, man? What you think? I was telling you that shit all along, really, but like, what can you really do? You know, what's the solutions? You know, like, you know, you can't stop thinking completely, but you can reduce thinking. You know, you can move away from things and people that make you anxious sometimes. You know, like for no reason. You know, I'm not saying like if people get you anxious, like a little bit, like playing game or all that. You know, that's good, you know, anxious. That's not panic attack anxiety. That's not the one I'm talking about. No, those people probably, you know, just make you rise your adrenaline. So, you know, it's like competition. It make you better, you know. So guess what? So that is not the one I'm talking about. Like some other people, they just, you know, they're probably not even good for you, man. So like you hanging with them and all this and that, and they over there, you know, like I give that example, motherfuckers already beefing with somebody, whatever, and you sitting over there with them, you already know they over there paranoid that somebody finna come shoot them, and you over here paranoid that if somebody comes shoot them, they're gonna shoot you by blah, 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 blah. On and on and on, you see, it's like, you can't do that, you know, you try to get away from that, you know, or even if it's not even gone, if motherfucker just making you anxious about what you have, you know, always trying to talk about like you don't have this and that, always trying to make, no, if somebody telling you take a shower, of course go take a shower, man, you know. But if somebody is blaming you on things that are not your fault, like all day, all night, you know, come on, you can get away, man, for real, you know. So, that, you know, and what's another thing, you know, like you can stop worrying so much about what people think about you, you know. And you can try to a little bit to fix your situation, whatever is going on that you can try to fix it, you know. And also, it's like, try to love life more, man. Try to love life more. Try to enjoy life, you know. And it's like, a lot of time, even if you don't like something, if you try to enjoy it, you might end up liking it. I'm telling you, you know, because, you know, it's like when you, even when you don't like being nice, whatever, you know, and you force yourself to be nice, you might actually end up liking that, man. You did nice things for somebody, you know. You help somebody, you know, you change somebody's life, you this and that, you know. So it's like you might actually start liking it, you know. So it's like whatever it is that make you a lot anxious in life, if you just start loving life a little bit more, you will decrease your level of being anxious and having anxiety all the time because of how much love you got for whatever you're going to do or whatever you're doing, you know. So because I love making these videos, it's so hard for me to feel anxious because I'm enjoying every part of this process of making and filming these videos, you know. And I really love the view today because it's clear. I love it, you know, and I ain't gonna lie to you. It's like it's finna rain, but at the same time, man, you know, I think we only got like a little couple more, you know, maybe 10 or 12 more minutes in this video, and then we're gonna be done, you know. But bear with me, keep going, man. You know, the more I talk in this video, the more I'm gonna be getting deeper and deeper into this, you know. And a lot of time too, you know, it's like, a lot of time we can stop being anxious by, you know, stop judging and comparing ourselves, man. You know, stop sitting around on social media and looking at our accounts and be like, man, I don't have this many views. You know, like I need that many views. You know, like if this video, I have many views this video got, if it's 1 view, if it's 2 views, if I don't get the many views I want to get, you know, or if this video get like a million views, 20 million views, I pray it gets 1 billion views, you know. That's what the shit, you know, that's the shit, that's my goal and that's my plan. But if he doesn't reach that, I'm not finna be anxious. No, I'm not, man. I'm telling you, I'm not finna be anxious. You know, I'm not finna be hard on myself, you know, this and that. And I'm not finna go back, I'm not finna go to the other interview not interview. I'm not gonna go to the other video and try to. I'm not gonna go to the other video and try to be nervous in it because I didn't do well. In my other video didn't do well. No, come on, man. None of that matter. I don't want to be anxious about the things outside. Don't focus so much on the things outside. I'm telling you, that shit helps so much. It's like I was telling the mental program, we are programmed to always focus on the outside, man. We are programmed to always focus on the things outside, but like that's not really, what you need to do, man. Take a shower, do it, this and that. Yeah, you need things outside too, but don't focus so much on them to make you happy. You need them necessarily, yeah, you do, but like it don't mean that you need to focus on them to make you happy and this and that, and to make you not anxious, because you focus on them too much, you'll be more anxious. I'm telling you. What else? What else, man? What else? Man, I need somebody to do my dreads, man. But that's another story, man. But the thing is when you realize that a lot of people in this world are lost, a lot of people want this for you but won't even do that themselves. A lot of people will fuck with your mental. When you realize that, man, a lot of shit crazy, then you start living your life. Then you become you. Then you stop worrying so much about what people think about you. I'm telling y'all, for real. And when you do that, shit becomes simple because your anxiety go away, man. I'm telling you. A lot of your anxiety is because you think so much of what people think about you, like for real. And being yourself, unapologetic. Man, I'm telling you, unapologetic. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I'm a professor that struggle with big words, okay? Unapologetically, okay? I said it right this time. So like when you start being yourself unapologetically and you don't worry what anybody say or think about you, it decreases your level of your anxiety, like as long as you don't harm nobody, man. I never advocate people to go just be themselves by harming people, harming the loved ones, harming the people around them. Come on, man. That's not you being yourself. That's you just being, violent, so keeping it real, so the only thing I'm saying is, be yourself by, like living you, being who you are, man, for real, doing what you love, singing your own song, not you don't have to live somebody else's life, live your life, that's what I mean, so it's like, yeah, man, so that's why I make videos and I rap, because most people feel like because somebody is a rapper, they wouldn't make this type of videos, or this type of videos are like corny for a rapper or whatever. I even used to feel like that too, but at the same time, I realized, nah, like, if I love doing this, why not do that? That's part of me, that's also who I am, let me leave that unapologetically too. The same way I can be cocky as hell in my song, I can be like, I can make songs and all that stuff. That's the same way I can be humble in this video and deliver a message that can help and heal people, literally, so yeah, man, so first of all, if you don't know, man, if you didn't hear me say this for the first time when I first started the video, I love the river, man. And if you love the river, man, give this video a like right now. And if you're still watching this video right now, man, you one of my true fans, y'all, man, for real, man. Clap apply for yourself, man. Get you some popcorn. You know, drink you a soda. You know, you allowed to drink a soda right now, to be honest with you. You know, drink you a soda or a Gatorade or whatever, you know, or, you know, like, you know, whatever drink, orange juice, whatever, you know. So, yeah, man. So, man, you know, yeah, drugs, man. Drugs, that's another thing I forgot to say, man. Drugs will make you anxious, man, for real, man. Come on, man. I'm telling you, drugs will make you anxious, for real. You can, when you some certain drugs, you take them and they'll have you thinking about 100 years, you know, after, you know, and no, and that will make you anxious. Because first of all, 100 years after, you're not even gonna be alive, you know. So you will be anxious about you not being alive after 100 years. Man, for real, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. Like, some shit that we do too make us anxious, you know. So, another thing make us anxious really is like that we can stop is like expectations, man. You know, like we have a lot of high